In this video, I'm going to explore the patient review and snooze features within Ardens Manager. Patient review can be used to record activity against patients and track completed work. The snooze feature allows users to temporarily or permanently exclude a patient from a report to help create and maintain accurate work lists. Both of these features help to improve visibility and workload management across operational and clinical workflows. For this demonstration, I'm going to be reviewing the patients for one of our prescribing alert reports. This report provides a list of patients that are on ACE or ARB medication and have an eGFR, potassium, or sodium blood level recording that suggests that a review is required. At the top, I can see that there is a work to do count of 57 for this report. I can see these patients by clicking into the Patients tab. These patients have a status of to do, but at this stage I cannot tell which patients have already been contacted or reviewed. To add a review to a patient, I can navigate to their patient view by clicking the View button on their row in the list. I've now been directed to the patient view. To access the review feature, click on the Reviews button on the right-hand panel. Any existing reviews this patient has had in Ardens Manager will be displayed here. To begin a new review, click the New Review button. In the first step, you are shown a list of reports that this patient appears in. Note that the list is filtered by default to show reports where the patient has a status of to do. The patient may appear in other reports where they have a different status, such as done. You can view these by clicking All Reports. I'm reviewing the prescribing alert, so I can find and select the report in the Safety Alert section in the To-Do list. I can then click Next. The report I selected will be confirmed at the top, and I can choose the reason for the review from this drop-down. The Notes section allows me to record information about the review and action that has taken place. I then have the choice of whether to snooze the patient for the selected report. I am going to snooze this patient until 2 weeks' time, as I have made an appointment with them. I can confirm the reason for the snooze in the Snooze Reason drop-down. Notice that it is also possible to snooze the patient indefinitely. This will permanently exclude them from any active work lists. I can then proceed to the next step. The final step shows a confirmation of the information that I have entered. Once I have checked all of this over, I will then click Save and Copy. All of these details will then be copied to my clipboard. I can use this to then go to the patient's record in the clinical system and paste it into the patient's record. I could do this by clicking the Open button in the top right-hand side. Because I snoozed the patient, their status on the report will have updated. I'm going to remove the Work to Do filter from the patient's report list. Once done, I can see the report and the patient's new snooze status. I'm now going to go back to the patient list in the report that I was reviewing. It is now clear which patients I have already reviewed because their status has been updated. You can hover on a snooze status to quickly see information about the review. I can also see that the work to do count has decreased. Once the patient's snoozed until date arrives, their status will change back to do. As long as they are still included in the report, the work to do count will increase again. This work to do count can also be seen from the dashboard. As well as navigating to the patient review feature from a patient list on a report, you can also go straight to the patient's view. To do this, paste the patient's NHS number into the search bar at the top. Click on them to open their patient view. In the same way as before, you can access the Review tab from the right-hand side. For this patient, you might be reviewing multiple reports that they are included in. You can do this in a single review by selecting multiple reports in step 1. If you snooze the patient, their status would be updated on all of the selected reports. That concludes this video on patient review and snooze. If you have any questions, then please reach out to our support team who are more than happy to help. Thank you for watching.